High in the Andes, the city of Potosí sleeps. Nestled in the mountains, it is a place where history and legend intertwine. The streets, though quiet now, have echoed with the footsteps of countless souls over the centuries. A city of silver and sorrow. Once, it was the richest city in the world, its wealth drawn from the veins of silver that run through the mountains. But this wealth came at a great cost. The mines, deep and treacherous, claimed the lives of many who sought their fortune, and looming over its heart, a monument to both, La Casa de Piedra. This grand stone mansion, built from the very rock that made the city wealthy, stands as a testament to the opulence and the suffering that defined Potosí. A fortress of stone, cold and unyielding. Its walls, thick and imposing, have withstood the test of time. They have seen the rise and fall of empires, the ebb and flow of fortunes. Its windows, like empty sockets, stare out blindly. They have seen the world change around them, yet they remain unchanged, silent witnesses to the passage of time. They have witnessed centuries of pain, the laughter of children, the cries of the oppressed, the whispers of lovers, all have echoed through these halls. The walls of La Casa de Piedra have absorbed these sounds, holding them in a silent embrace. They have seen the city rise and fall. From its days of glory, when silver flowed like water, to its times of despair, when the mines ran dry and the city was left to wither. The windows of La Casa de Piedra have seen it all, and they have absorbed its darkness. The shadows that linger in the corners of La Casa de Piedra are not just the absence of light, but the presence of memories. They are the echoes of the past, the remnants of a time when the city of Potosí was both a beacon of hope and a harbinger of despair. Don Hernando de Villavicencio, a name whispered in fear, a name synonymous with cruelty. He ruled Potosí with an iron fist. His hunger for silver was insatiable. He forced the indigenous people into the mines. Their lives were cheap, their suffering irrelevant. He amassed a fortune, but at what cost? The earth bled silver and the people bled with it. The miners cursed him. They cursed him with their dying breaths. They cursed the house that his wealth built. They swore that their anguish would seep into its stones, that their torment would haunt its halls. And as the years turned into decades, the legends began. Whispers of strange occurrences, unexplained noises, shadows moving in the night. The curse was taking hold. There are stories, many stories. A young boy vanished within the house, never seen again. Some say they hear his laughter echoing through the empty rooms. Others speak of a woman in white. Her sorrowful cries pierce the night. She searches for her lost love, a miner who perished under Don Hernando's reign. The house remembers their pain. It feeds on it. Some dismiss the tales. They call them superstition, old wives' tales. They laugh and shake their heads, convinced that such stories are nothing more than the product of overactive imaginations. They believe that in this modern age there is no room for the supernatural, no place for the unexplained. They scoff at the idea that there could be more to our world than what we can see and touch. To them, these tales are relics of a bygone era, remnants of a time when humanity was more inclined to believe in the mystical and the magical. They dismiss the stories as mere fabrications, the result of fear and ignorance. But what if they are wrong? What if there is more to these tales than meets the eye? But they haven't felt the chill in the air. They haven't experienced that sudden drop in temperature that makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand on end. They haven't felt the goosebumps that rise unbidden on your skin, the shiver that runs down your spine when you step into a place where the air seems to thicken with an unseen presence. They haven't stood in a room where the very atmosphere seems to change, becoming heavy and oppressive, as if something unseen is watching, waiting. They haven't felt the inexplicable cold that seeps into your bones, a cold that no amount of warmth can chase away. This is the chill that the skeptics have never known, the chill that makes believers out of the most hardened doubters. They haven't seen the flicker of movement in the corner of their eye, that fleeting shadow that darts just out of sight, leaving you questioning your own senses. They haven't experienced the unsettling feeling of being watched, the sense that something is lurking just beyond the edge of your vision. They haven't seen the shapes that move in the darkness, the figures that seem to melt away the moment you turn to look. These are the moments that make you doubt your own sanity, the moments that make you wonder if there is more to this world than what we can perceive. The skeptics have never seen these things, and so they dismiss them as mere tricks of the light, figments of an overactive imagination. They haven't heard the whispers that seem to come from the very walls themselves. Those faint, almost inaudible voices that seem to echo through empty hallways, carrying words that you can't quite make out. They haven't experienced the eerie sensation of hearing your name called when you know you are alone. The whispers that seem to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. They haven't heard the strange noises that defy explanation. The sounds that make you question whether you are truly alone. These are the sounds that haunt the believers. The sounds that make them certain that there is more to this world than what we can see and hear. The skeptics have never heard these whispers, and so they dismiss them as mere figments of the imagination. The believers know the truth. They have felt the chill, seen the shadows, and heard the whispers. They know that there is more to this world than what we can perceive with our senses. They have experienced the inexplicable, the supernatural, the things that defy rational explanation. They know that the tales are not just stories, but glimpses into a reality that exists just beyond our own. They understand that there are forces at work in this world that we cannot see, forces that shape our lives in ways we cannot comprehend. The believers know that the veil of skepticism is thin, and that beyond it lies a world of mystery and wonder. La Casa de Piedra is alive. This ancient stone house, with its weathered walls and creaking floors, is more than just a building. It is a place where the past and the present collide, where the veil between this world and the next is thin. It is a place where the supernatural is not just a possibility, but a reality. The house seems to breathe, to pulse with a life of its own. It is a place where the air is thick with the presence of those who have come before, where the very walls seem to whisper their secrets. La Casa de Piedra is a place of mystery, a place where the unexplained is an everyday occurrence. But it is not an earthly life that animates it. It is something older, something darker. The house is alive with a presence that is ancient, a presence that has been there long before the first stone was laid. It is a presence that is both terrifying and fascinating, a presence that draws you in even as it fills you with dread. This is the life that animates La Casa de Piedra, a life that is beyond our understanding, a life that is both a part of this world and apart from it. It is a life that is older than time itself, a life that is dark and mysterious, a life that defies explanation. This is the life that the skeptics will never understand, the life that the believers know all too well. The weight of shadows, a city haunted. La Casa de Piedra stands as a silent sentinel, a reminder of Potosi's troubled past. The city has changed. The mines are no longer the lifeblood they once were, but the stories remain, passed down through generations, a chilling testament to the enduring power of fear and the unseen forces that lurk in the shadows. The hallway stretches into darkness, the single beam of light unable to penetrate the gloom that seems to cling to every surface. Dust motes dance in the light, each one a tiny speck of history, swirling in the silence. The air is heavy, thick with the weight of unseen things. The portrait hangs askew on the wall, eaten by time and neglect. But the eyes of Don Hernando de Villavicencio still seem to burn with a malevolent life. They follow your every move, cold and calculating, a constant reminder of the man's cruelty and the darkness that he brought to La Casa de Piedra. The moon casts an ethereal glow on the imposing facade of La Casa de Piedra. The ancient stone walls, weathered by time, seem to whisper tales of the past. Each crevice and crack holds a story, a memory of days long gone. The grandeur of the mansion is undeniable, yet there is an eerie stillness that hangs in the air, a silence that speaks volumes. Its windows, like empty eyes, stare out into the night. These windows have seen countless events unfold, from joyous celebrations to moments of despair. They have witnessed the passage of time, the changing of seasons, and the lives of those who once called this place home. The glass panes, now clouded with age, reflect the moonlight, adding to the mansion's mysterious aura. A lone figure stands silhouetted in one of the windows, a fleeting glimpse of movement in the stillness. Is it a resident of the past, a ghostly apparition, or merely a trick of the light? The figure's presence adds to the enigma of La Casa de Piedra, making one wonder about the stories and secrets that lie within its walls. The mansion, with its rich history, seems to come alive at night, revealing glimpses of its hidden past. Is it a trick of the light or something more sinister? The flickering light inside the mansion casts eerie shadows, creating an atmosphere of suspense and intrigue. One can't help but feel a sense of unease, as if the mansion itself is watching, waiting. The light dances on the walls, illuminating the intricate details of the architecture, and then fades away, leaving one to wonder what lies in the darkness. The answer, like the secrets of La Casa de Piedra itself, remains shrouded in shadow. The mansion, with its dark and mysterious facade, holds many secrets, waiting to be uncovered. Each shadow seems to hide a story, a piece of history that has been forgotten over time. As the night deepens, the mansion stands as a silent sentinel, guarding its secrets and inviting those who dare to uncover its mysteries. The allure of La Casa de Piedra lies not just in its grandeur, but in the stories it holds, the mysteries that beckon to be explored. The night, with its shadows and moonlight, adds to the mansion's enigmatic charm, making it a place of wonder and intrigue.